Welcome back to Guns and Ink. Today I'm going to be doing a different video with gimmick rounds. Now, what is a gimmick round? Well, to me, a gimmick round, best example I can give you is like the G2 RIP rounds, or it doesn't stand for rest in peace, it actually stands for radically invasive projectile. But there's been a few before that came along. You had the power balls, the Glazer safety slugs or whatever they were called, not the power balls, I'm sorry. But the one that I have, that I spent quite a bit of money on, which I'm just hanging on to just cause, but the old, let's see if it'll focus, Halo points. Now these are actually called Civil Defense now because they actually got sued from Microsoft because of the Halo game, because the packaging and the wording was, well, just like the Halo game. But this is in 40 Smith & Wesson. This moves out of the barrel at approximately 1900 feet per second, but I've watched quite a few videos on them where they were chronographed at over 2000 feet per second consistently. I'm actually going to be shooting it out of an EA Witness P full-size 40. It's got a almost 5-inch barrel, so should be getting some pretty good speed out of it. I did not take care of that yesterday, which I used for the 12 gauge video. I will be burying that crap today because the rain got me pretty good for the rest of the day, and I wasn't coming down here in the rain to bury it. So I'm going to use this for soft tissue test, if you want to call it that, and we're going to see if these are actually worth it. So again, I still have the same stack set up. I have the big one up front, the two smaller ones behind it. But let me get my hearing protection on, load up the gun, and we're going to fire 2 shots at about 5 yards and see what happens. Okay, so we got 2 rounds loaded up. We're at roughly 5 yards. Camera is zoomed in a little bit. So let's go for center mass and see what happens. Alright, we are empty. Let's go take a closer look. Alright, so we went ahead, fired our 2 rounds, and my phone quit recording. But as you can see, right here is actually part of the hollow point that ripped off. Performed like it's supposed to. It's really kind of gross sticking my finger in here, but it plowed through the bone pretty good. So I can dig some. Oh, there's actually more pieces of shrapnel inside that I can't really dig out, but it put a hell of a hole in there. I mean, that's a big old hole. And then this is so freaking gross, by the way. After the jacket rips off, well, not the jacket, but the hollow point, it's a one-piece machined zinc-coated copper projectile. And the hollow point is meant to turn into shrapnel, basically. But it put a pretty good hole in here, and then down here, it blew it out pretty damn good. And I'm gonna go wash my hands because this is freaking gross. I should have buried this yesterday, but the rain, I wasn't standing in it. To be honest with you, just a quick comparison to the 12 gauge rounds yesterday, the 40 would definitely be a little bit better to go to for home defense than the 12 gauge. But that's it for today, guys. I am planning on continuing the Gimmick round series to see how they perform, if they're worth the money. So far, the Halo points, well, they seem to be worth the money. Or Civil Defense as they're called now. But anyway, guys, I would appreciate maybe a few dollars just to help out with costs of future targets. Except this one I shot myself, but went bad in my freezer. And also, if you guys actually have any sort of gimmick rounds you would like to send, you can message me. I would be really interested in shooting them. But if you want to send me a couple dollars, you can find me on the Cash App at 1776 Barbecue. That is 1776 BBQ. That would be much appreciated. That would help out the channel. It wouldn't go in my pocket. It would go to do future videos. And the next gimmick round I have coming up is the Glazer Safety Slug, which is going to be done in 9x18 Makarov. Not sure when I'm going to get to that one. Hopefully next week sometime. And I will see you next time.